Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Centerback. I'm Jeff Crandall, joined by Kevin Egan. The Chicago Fire ran out to a 2-0 first half lead over Real Salt Lake on Saturday, but then surrendered 3 goals in the final 20 minutes to lose 3-2. Kevin, no other way to describe this but a gut punch, huh?
An utter collapse, incredibly disappointing after what was an incredible start, really, to go 2-0 up at the break. Well deserved, in my opinion, even though Real Salt Lake had most of the possession, but I felt the Chicago Fire played their tactics really, really well. Harry Shipp, instrumental. Benji Hoya, the younger guys, Greg Cochran, very well played. However, in the second half, with 20 minutes to go, it was so uncharacteristic of the rest of the game. The team sat off, they looked nervous, there was no confidence within the way they were pressing and trying to go after the game. And in the end, if you do that against arguably one of the best teams in the league, you're going to get punished. However, in saying that, I think there were incidents, Jeff, weren't there? The Chicago Fire should have been awarded a penalty in the 63rd minute. If that's a penalty, Beltran sent off. There was no play on the ball. I don't know what your take is on that at the time.
I thought it was a penalty as well. I think the only thing there is Mike McGee does flail at the ball with his arm, so I'm wondering if he doesn't flail, is it a yellow card? Is it different? Who knows?
He flailed because he was pushed. It was an open goal. Mike McGee had an open goal to score a brace, to score the third goal on the day for the Chicago Fire. He was pushed in the back. I don't understand it. It was a clear-cut penalty, and then, of course, a few minutes later, Real Salt Lake pull a goal back through Plata. Shocking defending. An equaliser, Saborio, Baki Samari has to get ahead on that, but before all that, there needs to be better pressure on the ball. Nick Raimondo has way too much time to pick a pass. And then the last goal, Plata for me is offside. He's in an offside position when the ball is played. However, again, let's go back. If you're Frank Yallop and if you're the coaching staff, you're just looking at the pressure being put on the ball. Not good enough. The Chicago Fire players need to take a good long look at themselves now ahead of a really difficult trip to New York.
Chicago Fire visit the New York Red Bulls on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. pregame on My 50 and Time Warner Sports Wisconsin. Kevin, give us your take on this New York Red Bulls side we saw about a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, when they played the Chicago Fire a month ago, the team was level on points, both teams without a win. It's a different New York side now. Bradley Wright Phillips is really lighting things up in the Big Apple alongside Thierry Henry, who of course played with his father at RSL. A very strong partnership, and they look like a team that's really starting to gel and gain some points. The team obviously lost their 5-2 last season in what was a crushing defeat. But this is now getting to the point with the Chicago Fire where that win, that desire has to be there. Every single ball needs to be played at 110%. The tempo, the pace when attacking the opposition players and going in for tackles needs to improve, and it has to be a positive result.
Kevin, before the game on Saturday, we of course have Chicago Fire Weekly on ESPN 1000. What is our True Car Hotline question this week?
Yeah, our hotline question is an interesting one. Benji Hoya performed admirably for the majority of the game alongside Jeff Laurentowicz in midfield against Real Salt Lake. But who is your preferred partnership in the centre midfield? Obviously, there's Matt Watson in contention. Alex is there, Big Red, young Benji, maybe Harry Shipp in the centre. What do you think? We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Tweet your answers to that question using #FireWeekly. For Kevin Egan, I'm Jeff Crandall. We'll see you next week on the Centerback.